It's your boy JB. You watching Hostal Waters TV.
Greetings, citizens, and welcome to another episode of Marz versus Venus. I am your host with the most, what's in store with T Moore, and boy, do we have a doozy of a show for you today. Fantastic show topics, awesome questions, and a phenomenal cast of characters. The co-hosts. Let's start the deduction, shall we?
All right, voice of truth.
James.
Mia. Billy. Natasha.
How's your week been going so far for you guys?
Good.
Hot. Yes, very hot. One of the first summers we've had in a long time where the weather is like 90 and above. But I love it. No complaints here. How about you ladies?
Good.
Wearing a little nothing. The tank tops are out.
Staying in the AC.
I tell you. Just very quickly before we dive into the meat of the show, I have to say this as a black man coming up in the inner city. What's going on with the police is crazy. I feel like it's my duty. They're actually catching a lot of this stuff on camera, on video, and there's no convictions at all. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on how do you feel about that? And by you especially being the son of a cop or a detective, like I really want to hear what you have to say about it.
It's a process, and I think one of the things, I think maybe naturally the people that are hiring for the police force nowadays, preferential treatment's coming for people that are vets coming back from Afghanistan. They get them first, but you put a person in a situation where basically you're asking them to kill, and then you bring them back to the side, and then they're the first ones you want to put on the police force. Well, their first instinct is to shoot. And I think that on both sides, that if it keeps happening, it's going to escalate, and we're looking at the Wild West. My father said that before, there were families of tough people that came from tough neighborhoods, and those were the ones that ended up becoming police officers. But now that they look at people from college first, so you may have somebody from Grafton or from a small town that's never dealt with people of culture, and the first thing that happens when you put them in that situation, they're scared. Absolutely. And when they're scared, the first thing they do is shoot. So I think there's a lot of things that need to be balanced out on both sides.
You got something you want to touch on that?
I know how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying, when you see it, just because I'm a black man, and I've been pulled over by police, and you see things, and you hate to be scared. You hate to have to teach your son, okay, just breathe, sit back, don't move,
put your hands on the steering wheel.
I shouldn't have to do that in this time, but it's going to have to do some more dialogue. But at the same time, we've been talking for years.
Yeah,
and just change need to be made, and need to start integrating the officers that come from our own communities and different things like that.
Yeah, that's a great point. Now, I really want to hear from you ladies, because once upon a time, this police violence has been going on for a long time, but now they're whooping on women, they shooting women, they're killing women. So I really want to hear how you guys feel when a cop gets behind you or pulls you over, or when you deal with the cop. Like, what's your feelings?
I don't talk to police.
Yeah.
No, I just try to keep. I try to deal with them.
Yeah.
Unless it's absolutely necessary.
How about you?
Man, it's not even, they don't even just pull you over in cars no more. Like, you could be walking to the store. Like, I've had experience where I walked to the store and 2 cars pulled up on me because I matched the description of a woman that vandalized something, in the area. And it's sad because, like, I'm 5'4", I'm a loose little girl. I mean, I can get crazy. I get crazy.
Okay.
But I know how to respect authority. I've been arrested before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it's like. And, there's been some times where I felt like I was properly mishandled, but it wasn't even by a male cop, though. It was a woman cop. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even so much as the white cops, too. There's some ones of other races that they're so scared of their superior authorities because of how strict they are, especially when it comes to a minority. They got to act on it. But some of them don't want to. But there's some that's just like self-hate is so real.
Right.
It's so real. Like there's a bunch of Uncle Toms, there's a bunch of my grandma called them house slaves with the mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's hard to. I've been there.
How about you, Natasha?
I've had, bad experiences with getting pulled over, and it was just something like a simple license plate light, and have been harassed and literally been asked, whose kids are those in your car? Like, and it's white officers.
Right.
And, I have a daughter that's mixed, so I'm like, would I steal her? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then my son is 16, and I literally had the officer like, you need to roll his window down because we need to talk to him. I'm like, no, you don't. For what?
Right.
If it's just a license plate, like, what do you need to talk to my 16-year-old son for? I'm not going to do that.
Right.
He's a kid. So it's like I've had bad experiences. And then, I have, like I said, my daughter's mixed, and her father is black. So it's, it scares me and worries me about him and him and my uncle. And it's just, I don't like the way that things are in this world anymore. It's just, you don't even want to go outside at night. You don't want to go outside during the day because, there's been shootings and stuff around here, murder during the day. I mean, it's 11:30 in the morning. And you're outside sitting on the porch drinking coffee, reading the newspaper, and your neighbor's getting shot. You know what I mean? It's just,
it's like
people aren't thinking anymore.
It's that, and then it's like they don't even care. It's like they're not even really trying to do, and I'm talking to powers to be, try to do anything to really make change. Like, if you really want these things to change, they can put things in place for things to change, as far as like the reserve, the National Guard. You can place, I mean, when it's time to go to war, they there, present, perfect attendance. And we got a war going on in these streets. Just alone, 12 people were shot in the city of Cleveland last night. That's not a state of emergency. 12 people just shot. You just wake up and, oh yeah, that's okay, that's normal. 12 people were shot in the city of Cleveland alone.
Well,
it's a danger zone.
But also, you put that type of element on the street, it escalates into even, I would say, even worse things. But I will tell you, as advice, my dad gave me, and I didn't never really believe it at first until I actually started doing it. Mm-hmm. And he says, when you're around the police or the police pull up beside you, the first thing they do when they pull up beside your car is look at you. Mm-hmm. And if a person looks away, the police make people nervous because it's a police state. People don't think you think you're free, but you're really not free in this country. But he told me, he says, when they look at you, look at them. He says, and you know what? They'll look away. He said, but if you look away, they're automatically going to think you're up to no good, no better. So I do it. They pull up next to me.
Yeah.
And they look away.
I definitely understand. The last point I want to make before we jump into dive into the meat of the show is Ohio is an open carry state.
Yes.
So when the police were called with the Tamir Rice situation, and the one caller said, I think it's a little boy out here who has a weapon. Then the police got there and made their own judgment and thought, quote unquote, it was an adult who had a pistol. Then why? Where was he in the wrong at? If it's an open carry state and he had his weapon, he wasn't pointed it and planned or had anybody at gunpoint, then this is where you're trained as a policeman. You come in and you try to diffuse whatever situation it was. They came in with the intent to kill immediately, and this was caught on camera.
Yes, my cousin actually runs that rec center where he was shot, and he said that, and he actually showed me the layout of afterwards. But yeah, they had pulled up in the grass, like the parking lot. Normally you would have stopped in the parking lot, and then you have distance time to deal with that person. But they pulled up, probably 10 feet from them,
with the intent to kill.
That they were going to do something. But he also said that they never gave him any kind of first aid or none until I believe it was the FBI agent had showed up, and then that's when they started to act concerned because they were like, oh, somebody's
Whatever
watching.
happened to, remember we had the negotiating officer, the one that would just talk everything down, calm the situation, try to get the weapon from the
diffuse
suspect.
the situation.
Exactly. But it's like, they don't know how to do that no more. They think, oh, well, he a little young black boy, he might try to shoot us. Didn't even know there was a toy gun until after the fact. Like, you don't know anymore, because a lot of these toy guns look real. But it's like, same like that guy in Walmart. He had a fake gun in his hand, and they just didn't, they asked no question. They just shot him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they have other options. They don't have to immediately go to pulling a pistol. They can tase. They can, they're trained. They're trained for other options just to not just to kill. You know, and it's like they don't care. You putting officers in an inner city where it's 95% black, and you getting these guys that pretty much are white that really hadn't had any coming up, any experience with the other color or other races, and it's like they're scared for their lives. But they the ones that got the vests on.
That's what Vin Diesel said. Hey, you got to have 500 fights before you're official tough guy. You know what I'm saying? you got to have something about you. At least the State Highway Patrol, part of their training is they actually have to box each other. And then if you get in there and like, you get that, you're probably going to make it through the training. But the local law enforcement, they don't go through that.
No.
And one of the things my dad did do was he was the one that vetted guys that were putting applications in. He said, you would be surprised when I say psychologically, most of 95% of people that want to be cops are psychologically damaged. They hate, one guy hated women. Everywhere he worked, he hated women. He didn't respect the authority, of his higher ups. Wherever, a lot of them, they want to get in that situation because they want to kill somebody.
And they want to be in charge.
Well, their thought in their mind is, I'm going to get to kill somebody.
Yeah.
So when they get in that situation, they're already geared up, hey, I'm coming up to shoot. That's why they forget all the rest of that Batman utility they got on, you know what I'm saying?
That's
they ain't pulling out the police ring, they just pulling out the hood. So they, and it's scary. It really is.
Okay, we just gonna dive right into the meat of our show, Marz versus Venus. We got a bunch of great questions, and we're gonna start this one off for the ladies. Here we go. Should a man be ashamed to stand in line with his woman when applying for government assistance?
Wow.
We didn't know right off the bat.
I mean, I never had government assistance. I wish I could. I mean, I could use a couple stamps. You feel me? But I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I mean,
If your man is standing in line with you to go apply for government assistance, should that man feel ashamed? Because as a man, we're taught to protect, we're taught to provide, protect, we're taught to do and make it happen by any means necessary.
Yeah, but you don't know why they're standing there. I mean, he could have had a job somewhere and been there for 9-10 years. They shut the company down, and now they're destitute and need help. You should feel bad if you've been on it for 8, 10, 12 years. Then you should feel bad about that because you as a man should be out there, and she as a woman should be out there trying to provide for your family the right way by getting a job and taking care of the things that you have to. But if it's, something that just out of nowhere, things happen, or medically something happened with her, or something happened with you, and right now you just need that little extra, cushion underneath you to get to where you need to be. You shouldn't feel bad.
everybody goes through a dry spot.
Yeah.
It starts from the bottom, you work your way up. You get knocked back down, that's when you go 2 steps back up. Sometimes you need that assistance to get that push to get back to where you got.
That's what it was there for.
Yeah, that's what it's there for. Assistance. That's
not to live on.
Right.
But
now,
that's the whole point.
Now, if you're just doing it because I don't feel like working, I got 8 kids, no babysitter, and all this other stuff, you need to be punched in the mouth twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll tell you, jumping sardines, go to violence. I'll tell you.
I'm just being honest.
Okay.
Though,
All right, you got anything you want to touch on? Because you're in school, stay in school, don't be a fool.
There you go.
So let's hear your point of view on this.
No, he needs to be working somewhere.
You need to be working.
No, I mean if I need assistance for whatever reason, yeah. But if he gonna be in the picture,
Brother
he
need a
needs to
job.
cover me so I don't have to
Okay.
get assistance. But
Okay. All right. Fellas, y'all want to touch on that real quick?
I think that that embarrassment you feel in standing in line should be the fuel that pushes you to do more, to do better. And I've been around that where they've it's become career and it becomes, hey, my parents were on assistance, I'm on assistance. If that's you don't expect any more for yourself, that you keep perpetuating that same thing. Hey,
We call that a project state of mind where I'm from.
yeah, and it just
We actually call that
keeps
project
going.
state of mind.
Keep
You got anything you want to touch on?
I wouldn't feel ashamed. I mean, if my kids need to eat, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Great point.
So I wouldn't feel ashamed. I wouldn't make it a habit, but I'm definitely not gonna be ashamed.
Well, let me segue into this one. I'm gonna start with the ladies again for this one. Now, as a man, we're taught, like I said, to protect, provide. But I feel as though sometimes women kind of judge guys or men off the things that they have, maybe the jobs that they have or the materials that they have. But as a man, we're taught, like I said, to protect, provide. So if a guy came to you, he was working 2 jobs, and those 2 jobs just so happened to be Burger King, McDonald's, fast food restaurants, but he's doing what he can to, before he can do better. Is that something that you would accept?
Yeah, I work for fast food, so I don't care. Like I said, as long as you're trying, I like it. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying, that's fine. But if you just a bump on the log, you just sitting on your mama couch, watching, playing Xbox and all stuff, that's when I just like, I don't
Right.
do that. But if you're trying, and if I don't care if you don't have a job, if you fill out an app every single day, I will help you. Okay? It's sometimes us women where it's like we do get too judgmental.
Yeah.
We do. And we ask for so much. Like I want a man to have this, that, and third, and we ain't got a pocket piss in.
Oh my! Hey, listen, please say that part again. I want to say that one more time.
No, I'm just saying we want a man to have a house, car, job, money, romance, but we ain't got a pocket piss in.
I tell you.
Someone's speaking from experience. but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I work for fast food. I'm taking care of my grandmother's house after she passed. Like this is my first time I'm actually getting back to where I should have been.
Right.
I stopped because I was taking care of my grandmother.
Right.
But I don't judge. Like every guy I've been with, they either had a struggle, but I'm not tripping. Like I'm not gonna talk about a guy who has a raggedy car. I ain't gonna car. I'm walking. So hey, you got something I don't got.
Right.
So I mean, I'm not just.
I want to hear what you got to say. She's in school. Stay in school. Don't be a fool.
No, I mean, if that's you mean like fast food.
Like if he worked Pizza Hut full time, but then worked McDonald's part time,
I work there
and he proud.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Just do what you got to do.
Yeah, but I mean,
And if he's actively pursuing you too, like he coming at you hard, like
No, she was like,
I mean, I don't know. He still gotta have like some kind of plan to like go to school or something.
what if his plan was to own or to run that Pizza Hut?
Well,
Be that support system. Men need support too.
She's not sold on that. She's not going fast food, folks. I just want you guys to know. Tasha, what you got here?
It depends on how old he is. I mean, if you are in your 40s and you're still working fast food, and you're not a manager, you're still, standing at the window. Come on, you would need to do something to better yourself. If it's because you don't have a high school diploma, go back. There's free classes to get your GED. That's not what you wanted to do. What did you want to do when you was younger? What are your plans? Do you just that's all you want to do is just sit there?
Wait a minute though, because when we was
I work 2-3 jobs sometimes, so it depends. And I bartend. I'm a certified chef. I do taxes during tax season. And I have 2 kids. I'm a single mom. So if I can do this, why can't you do this?
See, but I don't know how old the panel is, but when we was coming up, it was a guy by the name of Calvin, and he worked at McDonald's, and he was walking down the city streets, and Calvin was extremely happy about working at McDonald's. That was his dream, working and making fries at McDonald's. Maybe that's all he wants to do is pretty much just work at McDonald's or work at a Pizza Hut, work both jobs, no stress. No managers or no
How is that not
supervisors.
stressful dealing with just
Flipping
customers all
fries?
the time?
And what if
That's customer service. It's hard work.
Actually, it's a way to give back to the community.
That is not giving back to the community.
I like it.
Seriously.
I like it. I work there. I like it for right now.
Tell me what you like about it.
I like meeting new people. I have a lot of regulars. A lot of people don't even like coming to the window if I'm not there. Like, it's that crazy. But my thing is, I worked at McDonald's at the same time because, like I said, when my grandma passed, I had to pick it up. So I did that. I was walking to both jobs 2 miles every day.
Right.
That's
but you're young.
dedication.
You still got that's what you want to
I'm 24. No.
See, there you go. That's
but for right
you
now, if it's paying the bills,
you got to do.
if it's paying the bills, you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to save up, go back to school.
Right. Exactly. You have a plan though.
If you like 40, 50 years old,
right?
And your grandkids doing it, because we need to sit down and have a conversation.
What we got here?
I said you can't become complacent with that. You got to want to move forward. You got to sit. And I tell all young women, Look, get you a yellow notepad and a pencil and write down all the things on there that you want out of life. Because if you don't know what you want, you ain't never gonna get no good man. Cause he already know what he want. And if you don't want the same thing, hey, we can be friends.
Right.
With benefits. But with a comment, like, oh, I need $5. Oh, I gotta go. I'll see you later. But hey, but yeah, you gotta have them same goals. If you ain't got goals, they ain't gonna want
You
it.
got something you want to touch on?
I mean, I know people with bachelor's degree working at Popeyes. So
This is
I
true.
don't think that if they working 2 jobs, they working full-time jobs, they could still be bringing $700-800 in a week.
Yeah,
They'll be
it's
working
true.
those 2 jobs, so which is making more than a lot of people who went to college and had a degree.
You're absolutely right.
They might have felonies.
I don't have a bad thing to say about Popeye's chicken
Amen.
at all.
Amen.
Hey, somebody got paid for it, right?
I'm telling you, Popeye's chicken is absolutely amazing.
We love you.
Okay, now here's another question. Now, your first date, and we've heard this one, but I want to hear because it's a different panel, and I just want to see where you guys are at. First date. Where are you taking this lady that you've been pursuing for? Where are you taking her? What restaurant? Where are you going for your very first date?
Hey, I don't know. That's a tough one. Is it a blind date? Hey,
No, this is a lady you've been pursuing for a while,
Hey,
and she finally said yes.
but there's 2 kinds of pursuit. There's pursuit. Hey, I want to get my wife. And there's that pursuit. Sooner or later, I'm gonna get that booty. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this kind. Hey, if it's gonna be my wife, hey, it depends on her personality.
Right.
Some women are more down to earth and they want kind of basic. Some women are more high maintenance and they make the short list.
But is that for you though? I mean, because it's your choice of where you want to take her, really.
Hey, take her to Texas Day Brazil, man.
Texas Day Brazil.
Hey, you get some class and it's buffet. You know what I'm saying?
He said here on Marz versus Vinny's, you get some class and you maybe get a little ass. What you got here?
Man, it's wherever she want to go, I think. If I've been pursuing her, I should know a little bit about her, and I should know exactly what she expects, what she wants, and obviously there's something about her I'm still wanting to get to know. So
Right.
it would be her choice to me. Where you want to go?
You would give her that option?
I'll give her the option.
This guy's awesome with a capital Y, I tell you.
I'll give me 3 lobster tails.
Right, I was saying,
Yeah.
watch
Look,
that.
and you still go home
Is it
alone.
where she want to go? If I've been pursuing, you say I've been pursuing her. It's not like I just met her.
Hey, there might be a reason why you've been pursuing her for a long time. Because, hey, okay, let's go. I've seen a lot of that. Oh, let's go to Cedar Point. You go spend a couple $100. Guess what? You go home alone. I'm saying there's women that are like that.
I
That's
get a
what I'm saying.
discount
Hey,
at
you got to be
Cedar
careful. Hey, you better know what you're trying to get.
Right.
First date, where are you taking the guy you've been pursuing for a long time?
That's what I want to know.
This is it. Where are you taking a guy that you've been pursuing for just forever? And he finally said yeah.
I mean, even if I've been pursuing him, he's still taking me.
Oh wow. You not taking.
No, I mean, if he has something in mind, like, you know.
Like what? Give me some.
Look, guys.
You don't know what we be doing. You don't know what we like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Okay.
No, I mean, somewhere nice to eat.
How about you?
Somewhere, movies, something like that.
Well, okay.
Simple.
I'm kind of like a nerd. So I like superheroes and stuff. And if he likes that type of stuff, we can go like see like if it's like a Marvel movie or something, I'll pay. I'll take him to see it.
Okay.
I'll pay. Or sometimes like I'll invite him over. Like I'll cook something because I save money. I'm not materialistic at all. So it's
Okay.
like, I shop Walmart frequently.
Yes.
So
I think we all do.
I mean, sometimes like maybe I'll cook him something, or if I don't feel like cooking or it's too hot, I'll be like, okay, what do you like to eat? Where do you like to go? Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a woman treating a guy sometimes. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't think.
This is 2016. You guys, women like you still exist? I tell you.
I've treated guys before.
What do we got, Natasha? What are we doing?
I don't want to go to a restaurant. I want to go do something fun like shoe pool or maybe go, laser tag, go swimming since it's nice out. Because I want to get to know the person.
Right.
And if I've been pursuing you, that means I'm interested in you and I want to see if there's anything there that we connect as a person, like likes and dislikes. I don't want to just sit at a restaurant because most places are just boring and
Right.
I want to talk, I want to laugh, I want to see what type of person you are, and I want to see what your pool game look like because if you can't shoot pool, I can't mess with you.
Wowzers! I tell you, if you can't handle that stick,
If you can't beat me in Mortal Kombat, I can't do it.
hey, now what if the first date was he wanted to take you to an AA meeting?
Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem.
You not cool with that?
I mean, if he's willing to change his life from something, like I'm not going to judge my past because my past is horrible. So,
This woman is amazing.
I'm being real. I'm not doing this for the camera. I'm being honest. But I mean, if he's going to change his life, then why not? If he's going to change his life, then why not?
Let's wait to hear this answer. Now, somebody wants to say to an AA for the first date. What do you do?
I can't, bro. I mean, for support, but we're not going there for
The real question is, how long do you pursue a guy before you look?
That's true. How long do you pursue a guy? How long do you are in pursuit of, like Will Smith says, happiness? I tell you. How long would you pursue a guy? Look, 2 months, 3 months? Because, women, y'all tend not to be so patient.
True.
You guys get road rage on the road. You guys just lose it. I mean, you guys are just
Driving is totally
you're out of control.
It's a mess.
So how long would you pursue? Stay in school, don't be a fool. How long would you
She's an
pursue?
educated
it's not going to be real long.
So maybe 2 days. What?
No, because like if you ain't interested, then you're not. I'm not gonna make nobody. You can't make someone
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
So,
that's true. Well, it's some things that you can do to kind of pursue. They got
No, I guess not.
That doesn't make
You
it like
ain't
you
got
more.
I mean, unless I really like want to
really
deal with you,
right.
but that's rare.
Okay, all right, that's rare. What we got?
I mean, if he's to the point where he's not responding or talking to me or anything, okay, that's when I, let go. But to be honest, I like someone that's honest. If you're not interested, if you don't want to talk to me,
Just say it.
If I like you, I'll be like, hey, you fine, what's up? Number 10, what's up?
Ooh, just like that.
If I like you, if I think you fine, I'm gonna tell you.
Show up with your superhero suit on, man.
No, thank you. No, but I mean, if it's to the point where he just think, she's showing me a little too much attention, I got her now. So let me ignore her, see if she gonna keep pursuing. If you get to that point, I'm gonna be real petty.
Oh
I'm
wow.
gonna show that to somebody else. Because if you're not gonna appreciate it or take the attention that I'm giving you, then I can just give it to someone else who's going to appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm type of person. If one person will do it, someone else will, and I will move on.
I'll tell you, jumping sardines. What do you got?
It depends on the interest level. That if he is, showing that he is just as interested in me, and he's seeing if I'm going to, keep pursuing, but you're not gonna string me along.
Hello.
You know what I mean? And I'm not one that's gonna sit around and just, take that. I'm just gonna be like, all right, you ain't showing interest, so I'm out.
But what if he can shoot pool really good?
And no matter, we can shoot pool any day of the week, boo. You can bring your girlfriend. 'Cause I'm not gonna keep trying if there's no effort on his end. You know what I mean? Because then I look like I'm a stalker. Ain't nobody got time for that. I've had a stalker and it's terrible.
The flip side is that is a man will pursue a woman way longer.
Well, also, you can also turn off a man by being overly aggressive in that act too, because a lot of men don't like that. I mean, why you want something?
Who said that, man?
No. I mean, aggressive.
Shut my door.
Aggression. You know what I mean? Like if she's every day calling you, texting you 50, 100 times a day, you're like, damn.
Right.
So why is she texting me this much? She know I'm at work. So, you know what I mean? There's different levels. Like, okay, she's thinking about me, I get it, but then 2 seconds later, say, now you can't respond? Okay, now, all right.
Oh, no, see, if you on that type of trash, you get a nice little paragraph. That's it.
There is too much.
No, how long really would you pursue a woman?
Hey.
How long did you pursue Aunt Lisa?
Oh, hey, I went out with her one time, man. I couldn't get rid of her after that. I took her out on my motorcycle. We jumped the track. She said, "Turn around, do it again." And she's been around ever since. But I have pursued women for a time, but I'm the kind of guy I'd be like, someday. You know?
Yeah.
I know you. See, when you see me, I'm personable. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Whatever. I'm talking to you. But someday you might.
How long?
Someday you might dip low. Look, hey.
How long was the pursuit? Maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year? Like, how long was your longest pursuit?
I feel like, Jim, if you're not showing that interest back towards me, I'm not going to pursue you. Then I put you on that 1 day list.
Whoa.
One day the situation might be right, and then, hey, we kick it.
Great point.
I put some on that 1 day list, and they was 1 day too late. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm ready now. I'm like, sorry about your love.
What you got, my man? What was your longest pursuit?
I only give them a week.
Wowzers. I'll tell you, this guy here, it's all about business.
I got
7 days.
I got stuff to do. So.
RTA, man. There's a schedule. There's another bus going on.
He put him on a trolley out here, I tell you. Any parting shots before we get out of here? Anything you guys want to wrap up and say? We can go down the line.
Peace, not hate. We got to start loving one another and realizing that we all the same. We all come from the same place, and we'll all end up the same place.
What you got?
It's true, man. Just about peace. Peace. We got to be peaceful at the same time. We got to figure out a way to help our own community. Stop looking for other people to do anything.
Great point. What you got? She just peace. What we got?
Love, peace, and here, grace.
I tell you. We got Natasha.
Love yourselves more so that you can love everybody else.
I know that's right.
Because that's a lot of problem with a lot of people. They don't love themselves, so they take it out on everybody else out there. And it's not our fault that you have problems. Fix yourself so we can all fix each other.
Sign, seal, clip.
There it is. My last part shot is look both ways before you cross the street. And, like I say around this time all the time, when you're having fun, it gets late early. Deuce.